to an episode of the Wise Practitioner podcast. I'm Jessica Ferrer and very excited for this episode. I have Jennifer Sowle of Saratoga Aromatherapy with me today. She is an NCBTMB approved provider, and she's here to talk about her Aromatherapy for Massage Therapists class. Welcome, Jennifer. How are you today?
Thanks for having me. I'm great. Thanks for having me.
We are looking forward to learning more in your Aromatherapy for Massage Therapist class. Let's start with some of the questions. What are your qualifications and experience that make you uniquely suited to teach this class?
Well, I am clinically certified in aromatherapy, and I have been for over 15 years. I went to the New York Institute of Aromatic Studies in New York City. I'm also a New York State licensed massage therapist. So you're not just learning the class from an aromatherapist, you're actually learning the class from a massage therapist as well. But I have over 15 years of experience being an aromatherapist. And to get clinically certified, I had over 3,000 hours of training. And clinically, to get clinical certification, you actually have to do clinic, very similar to when you go to massage school. And I had to do 150 clinics to get clinically certified in aromatherapy. So I had to sit down, make blends specifically for that person and for their ailments. So you have an aromatherapist who is certified. It's about 200 credit hours. To get clinically certified, it's about 3,000. And we're able to make essential oil blends for medicinal purposes, which a regular aromatherapist can't do.
Wow, that's impressive. What are some of your favorite aspects of teaching this topic?
Probably my favorite part of the class is we are going to go over 60 essential oil profiles. And people always ask me, what is an essential oil profile? But really to learn about essential oils and to know which ones to use for your clients or which ones are going to benefit you as a massage therapist, you have to learn the essential oil profiles. You have to know the Latin names. You have to know what country they come from. You have to know what's the history of the oil, what has it been used for centuries. But now with advancement in technology, it's not just hearsay. Oh, this oil's been used for this for forever, but we don't know if it works. Now with advanced technology, we know exactly what's in the oil that gives it those therapeutic properties. So we're going to learn both the history, what it's been used for a long time, which really is wonderful because the chemistry of the oils shows that what they've been using it for a long time is really scientifically based. So that's the part, because it's one thing to take a class and hear someone talk, but you want to make sure that the information that you're receiving is accurate and it's scientifically based. So the chemistry of the class is probably one of my favorite aspects because it categorizes the oils in a way that makes it very easy to understand and easy to categorize. I also make many charts, and the charts are easy to reference. So even long after the class, ones can benefit from the information that they learn and they have something to look at as a guide.
Yeah, that rolls right into that next question that I had, like what specific skills and knowledge would students gain by taking this class? So definitely history and maybe how to apply it or what groupings of oils can be beneficial for certain things.
Right. So the class, it's 16 hours. So you're not going to be a certified aromatherapist by the end of the class. The purpose of the class is to be really comfortable with information, to feel comfortable in using aromatherapy in your practice. It always surprises me how many massage therapists just don't use aromatherapy. And, it saddens me because the essential oils really help to enhance the massage and even the benefits of what you're doing manually to the muscles. Essential oils helps to enhance that and helps that to last even longer after the massage is over, because the essential oils soak into the skin. So it's really beneficial that way as well. But the point of the class will be to be comfortable in using the essential oils in your practice. And now we get a variety of clients. You get everything from clients who barely talk to clients that talk a lot. You get multiple ailments, from anxiety to stress to digestive issues, to certain allergies. So with the variety of the clients that we get exposed to, it can be hard to be able to pick exactly what essential oil you should be using on your clients. And there's a variety of clients. Using the same thing on all of them, isn't going to hurt them, but it's not necessarily going to benefit them. So having that knowledge and knowing which essential oils are anti-inflammatory, which essential oils stimulate the vagus nerve, which essential oils soothe the nervous system or help with insomnia for that client that just can't sleep. Learning that and having that information, then you can add it to your massage. And when you put that individualized, personalized care into your massage and you use an essential oil just for them, it really makes your clients feel so special, and it helps with client retention. So it really helps in just the overall professional development. But everyone will be very comfortable using essential oils and being able to start to add aromatherapy into their practice.
I could hear the passion in your voice. So, what makes this class different from others, especially the online ones?
Well, online classes are great. I take online classes myself, so they're great for knowledge. They're convenient. You can take them whenever you have free time. But really, taking that in-person class, especially for aromatherapy, computers aren't scratch and sniff. So if you take an online class, you can't smell the essential oil. You can't experience it. And a lot of learning about essential oils, you need to see it, you need to feel it, you need to see the color. Not every essential oil is thin. They have different textures. They have some are thick, some are thin, some are amber, some are blue, some are green. So being able to see that and experience it. And in the class, I bring examples of diluted lavender, so you know what it looks like, you know what it smells like. I bring in fragrant lavender and French lavender essential oil, and I show you the difference so that you can see it, you can smell it, and you can say, oh, and you'll be able to really learn and be able to recognize if something actually is an essential oil versus something else, whether it's diluted or whether it's a fragrant oil. But being able to smell them while you're learning about them is really just fantastic. It adds to the whole experience. We all smell the same oil together. If ones don't want to smell it, don't like the scent, they don't have to smell it. I pass around. Actually, I have a bottle with me, so I can show you. This is Hawaiian sandalwood. So it's just a 10 milliliter bottle. So you see how it's capped? We keep everything capped. When it passes around, if you want to experience it, you uncap it and you just go like this. You don't, snort it. You just wave it right under your nose. And it's just for you. It's just for you to experience. If I was there with you, Jessica, and I put this bottle right in front of you, it's not going to be overwhelming. You're really only going to be able to smell it if it's right kind of under your nose. Some oils are a little stronger, but it's nice. And then we recap it, pass it to the next person. Okay. And we only do one at a time. We're not like dumping 60 oils on each other at once. So it's really nice that you get to experience the essential oil while we're learning about it. It kind of makes everything a little more interactive. I also do demonstrations and show you how certain oils smell with each other. So we will, be doing that too. And I usually have no problem getting volunteers for that. So, try the essential oils on me. But it's a really, really fun class, and it's definitely it's really the best when it's in person. You get to experience it in such a different way.
So who's the ideal student for this class and why?
Really, the class is designed for massage therapists. So, but it doesn't matter what state you're licensed in. If you're a massage therapist and the class is designed for them. So it's really anyone who loves, aromatherapy, anyone who's interested in it, even anyone who's never even thought about adding aromatherapy to their practice. But if you're ones that you go to massage conferences and you're always getting the latest tool, you're getting the latest core stone, you're getting the latest cups, really, if you haven't added aromatherapy into your practice, but you like to use other tools, massage aromatherapy is that extra tool that you can add into your practice. So whether you have a lot of aromatherapy knowledge that you've learned over the years, or whether you have none, really either of them is an ideal student for the class, because both of them are going to leave the class learning a lot more than they did, have a lot more knowledge than they did before, but also just be very excited and ready to start incorporating what they learn into their practice immediately.
I think students, massage therapy students right out of school, would also benefit from this kind of class, help them get a leg up versus the competition when they're out in the job market.
Oh, definitely. Especially like aromatherapy is always that fun thing they usually add at the end, when you're going to massage school, but it's like a couple days, maybe a week. But really, this class is much more immersive, and you're going to learn things that you probably never even talked about in massage school. We go, deep into each essential oil profile. We go deep into the chemistry, so ones really end up with quite a bit of knowledge.
Now, I've had individuals tell me that they are sensitive to strong scents or even specific ones, but they're very interested in taking an aromatherapy class such as this one. What are your thoughts about that?
Well, I can understand, the hesitation, but since I've been teaching aromatherapy classes for over 10 years, I always kind of laugh when ones have sensitivity to scent, but they still want to take the class and they're nervous. And I let them know, there's really no need to be nervous. Um, of course, with anything, with massage, there's contraindications, right? And we're used to that. So if you have very strong asthma reactions to scents, then yes, the class might not be the best class for you to pick. If you have very strong allergic reactions to certain plant materials, then the class might not be the best choice for you. However, a lot of sensitivity to strong fragrance is synthetic fragrance. It's not essential oils. Okay, so perfumes, there's some new ones now, but most perfumes aren't made with essential oils. They are made by a chemist. They're made with chemicals, and they're made in such a way that they stay on your skin. Because no one wants to buy a perfume, put it on, and not smell it in 5 minutes. So all those scents are altered. They're chemically altered. So really, what people are sensitive to are those chemicals.
Wow.
Whereas essential oils, they're volatile, so they evaporate very quickly. They are not so strongly scented that the scent lasts. The essential oils are naturally made, and they, like, if you put essential oils on your skin, you're going to smell it for a little bit, but it's not going to last. It's not going to last all day. So I would say 80% of essential oils are very gentle, um, and they're, because of the way that they're made, they always end up smelling like the plant material. Lavender smells very herbal. It should not smell fake or fragrant.
Mhm.
Turmeric is going to smell like you just grated fresh turmeric. Um, so, so usually it's not a problem. And kind of like what I was saying before, we keep the cap on in the class. And if any scent, like if you don't like lavender, you don't like patchouli, that's fine. I'm an aromatherapist, and I don't like every single scent of every single oil, and that's okay. I always tell people, like, if you don't like the scent, it's fine. You can say it. I'm not going to be offended. I'm not going to be mad if you make a face because you don't like the way it smells. That's just part of the learning process. So, if you don't feel comfortable smelling a certain scent, just pass it on to the next person. But it's never so overwhelming that they have to like leave the room. And I think that's really their main concern. And I even teach bodywork classes where we're putting them on the skin. and no one ever feels overwhelmed enough that they have to leave. If anything, they're like, this is the best. And I always use oils that are very gentle. So we can smell lavender in my class, but we're not going to be putting it really on anyone. I use gentle oils like ginger, very gentle. Citrus oils are very gentle. So there's scents that aren't going to be overpowering enough to really, upset anyone that's sensitive to fragrance. So usually when ones that are sensitive to fragrance take the class, they're almost just like relieved. They're like, hallelujah. Like I really wanted to add this to my practice, but I was really scared. The other thing is with lavender's like love-hate. Patchouli's a love-hate.
Right.
If there's a scent you don't like, just because you don't like lavender doesn't mean you can't use it in your practice. There are, I can think off the top of my head, 12 other oils that are very similar chemistry that you can use in substitution to lavender. There's oils that work like patchouli that you can use instead of patchouli. So just because you don't like lavender or you don't like a certain scent doesn't mean you can't use aromatherapy at all. There's many substitutions to oils that you can use instead, just like birch. Not everyone can use birch. There's contraindications for it, especially if you're on blood thinners. But there's other essential oils that also help with pain. So if you can't use birch on a client because they're on blood thinners, you're going to know and have the knowledge to know that there's about 5 to 10 other essential oils that you can use instead.
Oh, I'm looking forward to all this information. It sounds so interesting. So, any final words for talking about this class? Because we're going to wrap it up. I do want to share with all of you Jennifer's website, SaratogAromatherapy.com, if you want to find her, more information about her classes, as well as her retail. So Jennifer, anything else?
I'm really, excited to teach the class. And then as far as like the structure of the class, we do have the 60 essential oil profiles that we go over, but the oils that I picked aren't just random oils random oils that do this and that. They're specifically picked for massage therapy. Okay. So the oils that we go over are going to be for pain. They're going to be for inflammation. They're going to be antispasmodic essential oils that help with muscle spasms. They're going to be oils that soothe the nervous system, that stimulate the vagus nerve, which we know stimulates the parasympathetic nervous system. You're going to learn about oils that soothe digestive issues, which we know happens with clients with severe anxiety. And of course, oils that are going to, help with stress, which is all part of soothing that nervous system. So the amount of knowledge that people are going to have is really significant, but the oils are specifically picked for massage. And they're also going to get 5 2-milliliter sample bottles, and they're going to each student will get 5, and they will be 5 essential oils that are the 5 best essential oils to use in massage therapy. And very, very gentle oils. But the thing I think the students are going to benefit from the most is, I've been a massage therapist for 17 years. So the class isn't just aromatherapy. It's the bulk of the class, but we're going to talk about massage, and we're going to talk about how these essential oils help, what massage techniques, what massage modalities, which essential oils are really great for cupping. So no matter what massage modalities you use, learning about these essential oils is really going to help kind of enhance that, where you're learning everything from someone that has experience as a massage therapist, and also has over 20 years experience in being an aromatherapist. So the class is very fun. Ones always say, you're like, oh, you're so passionate. So ones are never bored, even though it's a lecture class. We have a lot of fun. Ones can, ask questions. It's very interactive. And then at the end of the class, we do a chemistry and practice. So you take everything you learn. I give you 5 sample clients, everything from the colors they're wearing to how they're talking, to what they're complaining about, and like what ailments they have. And then based on what you've learned, you're going to choose which essential oils you would use and why, based on the therapeutic benefits, but also based on the chemistry. So it's a lot, and that kind of ties the whole class together. So that
Yeah,
when
a
one,
little bit of critical thinking with the
yeah,
knowledge that you just absorbed. I
yep,
love
and
it.
then they get to use it. That's the nice thing. Sometimes you get so much information from a class, you can't necessarily put it into practice right away. But after the 2 days of this class, ones are able to take that information and really they get excited and they're ready to apply what they've learned right away in their practice.
Great. Well, thank you, Jennifer, for stopping in and telling us all about your upcoming class. We hope to see everybody sign up for her classes. So again, if you need to find where she's going to be at, you could always find her education events on her website, Saratoga Aromatherapy. Thank you, Jennifer Sowle. And I am Jessica Ferrer with the Wise Practitioner. Thank you for watching and supporting us.
It was my pleasure. Thanks for having me.